That thing is just outstanding. Oh, that is beautiful. Gotta love it. Hey everybody. So, I've been teasing for several videos now about a trip coming up at the end of the month, which I'm super excited about, and I figure I might as well tell you because yeah, it's by the time this video comes out, I'll probably be gone by that point. But we're going to Florida, and I'm so excited because we're gonna be doing some deep sea fishing, where I've got some tips on some places to go where I can find some fossils, which I'm super excited about, and calcite crystals, which again, super excited about. And it's not 100% yet, but we might be going to Sanibel, which is like world famous for its shelling, so I am extremely excited about that. So to kind of get into the mood of what I'm going to be doing in Florida, I went and did some urban shelling in Montana. So let's check out some of the stuff I got. Alright guys, got everything unpacked. Oh my gosh, there's some nice stuff in here. Oh, it's so exciting. Yeah, so when I said I did some urban shelling, what I really meant is I went online and bought shells because I've been wanting to find some shells. And I am not disappointed. There's some wonderful stuff in here. Super excited about these. These are harp shells. And they are just fantastic. Love these things. These are ram's horn Mirexes. They get huge, considerably bigger than this, but these are still just absolutely gorgeous. Got two absolutely fantastic paper figs. Just gorgeous. We've got a couple tons over here. This one has a broken shell inside of it that I need to get out, but yeah, tons are very cool. Only downside to tons is they're very big and very thin, therefore very fragile. And we've got a bunch of these, which are Astrea. I'm going to show you a very cool thing with the Astrea, and then some top shells. And, okay, so this is a very average top shell. Well, we got this beastie. And as if that wasn't cool enough, we also got this beastie. And these are hiding some absolutely wonderful pearl underneath. Then we got two black Mirexes. Just fantastic. This is beyond cool. This is actually a geography cone. So if you know anything about cone snails, they're actually, all cone snails can sting, and they're usually not too horrible, but there are a couple species around the world, 3 in particular, that are actually classified as one of the most venomous animals on the planet. This is actually a geography cone. Geography cones are the most venomous species of cone snail. This is literally like the 4th or 5th most venomous species alive. Like, it's crazy that I actually am holding one in my hand right now. These, I'm super excited about. These are tulips. Look like true tulips, actually. So I think we're actually going to go through and clean some of them. These Vomers, the what are they, Rapanas, and yeah, some of them need some cleaning. I'm going to show you something really cool with these and these. Okay, so to start with, we're going to take these, and these are going to need to get cleaned using muriatic acid. And when I do it with shells, I make a very diluted mixture, so it's like 3 or 4 parts water to 1 part muriatic, and that's just so that it doesn't get away from me and eat too much of the shell. But these are going to look fantastic once they get cleaned. I'm probably going to do it with these again, I can't remember if they're Volconks or Volwelks, but yeah, they're going to need it too. I'm explaining this now because I want to put my mask on because I don't like not wearing a mask around muriatic acid. Also, it's hard to, you know, push stop and start on the record button when I'm wearing these big rubber gloves. Anyway, we're going to be picking these up with tongs, dipping them in, give them about 5 to 10 seconds. If they need more, I might do a little more than that, and then you just rinse them off in the water. And the transformation is just insane. this stage, I'm also gonna grab these and dip these tulips, because they are probably gonna change too. They are probably gonna be really pretty, actually. Oh my goodness. The transformation on some of these is just mind-blowing. These Rapanas look so good. So I am going to go wash these off, but before I do, I'm going to show you something really, really cool. So these right here are top shells, as well as these, and these are Astrea. They are all in the same family, and thanks to chemistry, we can do some very cool stuff with these, actually. So the reason the acid bath works the way it does on shells is because almost all shells, well, the vast majority of shells are consistent of calcium carbonate. So essentially, shells are made up of calcite. So, actually here. So, as I said, the majority of shells are consistent of calcium carbonate, which also just so happens to be what calcite is made up of. So, you can actually do the same thing with a rock. See the way that calcite dissolves? Yeah, that's because of the calcium carbonate. So, one interesting thing about the acid reactions is that nacre, which is what makes up pearl, so like abalone or mussel shells or this beautiful pearl on this top shell right here, they are actually composed of hexagonal crystals of aragonite. Aragonite does not react the same way in the acid. So, you can actually drop in top shells, eat away the entire shell layer, and you're left with this gorgeous pearl shell. So, before I go off and clean those other ones, we are actually going to do that with some of these top shells. Here's a good example of before, and here's what they will look like. Oh, sorry. So yeah, you can eat off all that shell there, and you're left with just an insane, beautiful pearl shell. But the cool thing is you can also do that with Astrea. And these look so cool. You can see that nacre on the inside. So yeah, basically, let me show you how complicated this process is. You take your shell, you drop it in, and then you walk away until it stops foaming. Is that not just awesome? That transformation is so cool. And of course, I say this all the time, but my phone does not pick up color very well. There's some just beautiful green, blue, and pink tones in these things, in that pearl, especially this one. It has a lot of green, believe it or not. On that background of just gold nacre, it's so pretty. Alright, so I might be crazy, but I think I am gonna dip one of the giants. Seeing how this one turned out color-wise, I think I can't help myself. I'm gonna have to do it with this one too, because this one is in much better condition. Oh, it's gonna look so good. Yeah, I think I'm slowly talking myself into doing this one as well. It's gonna be so pretty. Alrighty. Here, I'm going to turn the brightness down so we get more of that color to pop out. Problem is it's so bright like color-wise that my camera freaks out. So yeah, that thing is just outstanding. Oh, that is beautiful. All right, well, I think now that we've gone through all the shells and we've done a bunch of cleaning and stuff, how about we do a slideshow of some of my favorites, and then I actually have something really cool to share with you all. Oh, actually, before I do that, I wanted to show you guys something really cool. So, this is one of those veined rappas, and you can see the way that the shell naturally curls around right there and then reconnects to the body. Well, I got something very, very, very rare, and I am super excited about it because it's super cool and does not happen very often. We got a freak shell right here. But you can see by all these markings that this thing was at one point covered in barnacles. Well, look at that. This thing had so many barnacles on it that it literally just grew around all the barnacles. Now they're just trapped in between layers of the shell. That is so cool. So, that cool thing I wanted to share with you all. Unfortunately, I was not at the shop when she did, but a very, very generous soul came by the shop and left me all of these gorgeous, just awesome oyster fossils and baculites. And seriously, Lorna, I appreciate it so much. These are just fantastic. You know how I am. You all know how I am about baculites, so obviously I was going to love those. But these oysters are just fantastic. They're just, yeah, these are really nice ones. Just phenomenal. Great color. A lot of them actually have nacre still. I actually went ahead and prepped one already. And yeah, they are just beautiful. There's some really nice luster in there. And as if the oysters weren't cool enough, she also brought me all of these baculites. Look at the sutures on this. That is so cool. Look at the size of this one. That is just awesome. And then these ones, just some outstanding sutures. This one right here. These three down, or four down here, are going to be fantastic. They are very well calcified and showing some amazing sutures, so these are going to polish up beautifully. Alrighty, well, they are done, and I think they look fantastic. This one has some wonderful sutures. I was expecting it to be mostly a cast, but I was surprised to see this little pocket right there that it had calcified. That's just awesome. Yeah, really nice. And then this one caught me off guard. You can see there's sutures on this half, but this side is just calcite. I mean, actually, the whole thing is calcified, but this side doesn't have any sutures. So when I started working on the other side, see all those white flakes in there? Well, apparently when this fossilized, it crushed the septa, which are the walls between each chamber. So there's just free-floating pearl throughout these sutures on this side. That is just so cool. My camera probably will not be good enough to pick it up, but each one of those little flecks is just rainbow when the light hits it right. That is so cool. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. So, you, Lorna, thank you so much for these. To say thank you back, you can come by the shop and get this one, or both. I know which one I would choose. Alrighty, well, I think that is going to do it for this one. Kind of a different video this time, but hey, that's fine. Like I said at the beginning, when this comes out, I will probably already be in Florida, so look forward to some fossils and shark teeth and bet on a good amount of shelling. There will probably be a good amount of shelling. Anyway, don't forget to leave me a comment. I love having conversations with all of you. Hopefully this video was good enough to earn a subscription. If you're into this kind of stuff, I'm doing it all the time. And yeah, liking and sharing helps tremendously to spread the video around and help the channel grow. And yeah, if you want to potentially own some of these for yourself, the shells, not the fossils, those are mine. Check out my Etsy store. I'll have a link to that in the description. And if you want an awesome group to join on Facebook, come check out Look What I Found. It's awesome. I'll have a link to that in the description. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will have another one out on Saturday.